And here's the exciting part: this coin could be hiding in your change jar, inside an old wallet, or tucked away in a forgotten coin purse. You don't need to be a numismatist to appreciate the thrill of finding a high-value coin in the most unexpected place. Start by examining the coin under good lighting. Check the alignment, inspect for doubling of letters or numbers, feel the surface for inconsistencies, and look at the edge for unusual milling patterns. If the coin appears flawless or exhibits any irregularity, you might be onto something. Then, compare your coin with verified listings on trusted auction platforms or numismatic communities. Look at the realized sale prices, not just asking prices. Some coins may be listed for $1,000, but actually sell for $100. Others may go above expectations due to bidding wars or rare demand spikes. Professional grading is also an option. Services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, which adds legitimacy and boosts its resale value significantly. A certified MS65 2006-10 Piso with a rare error can fetch premium prices in the international collector's market. Now let's talk numbers. In 2024, some verified auctions showed error coins from the 2006 batch selling between $450 to $980, depending on their uniqueness and certification. Even well-preserved standard coins have touched the $100 mark, especially in coin fairs and online platforms catering to Southeast Asian currency collectors. But beyond the price tag, this coin holds cultural and historical value. It represents the bravery and intellect of Filipino revolutionaries, the evolution of the nation's currency, and the artistry of modern minting. Every line on Bonifacio's face, every detail in Mabini's calm posture tells a story of resistance and wisdom. This is more than currency, it's heritage in metal form. And just imagine the story of a coin that traveled through hands, wallets, and decades, now finding its place not only in a collector's album, but also in the pages of Philippine history and the hearts of coin lovers worldwide. The 20610 Piso coin from the Philippines might seem like a common piece of change, but for collectors, it's a potential treasure. This bimetallic coin features two Filipino heroes, Andres Bonifacio and Apolinario Mabini, symbolizing the power of revolution and intellect. With its distinctive two-tone design and historical significance, the coin attracts attention not just locally, but from numismatists around the world. What makes the 2006 version truly special is the existence of rare minting errors and uncirculated examples. Coins with off-center strikes, misaligned rings, or double die impressions have been reported to sell for $100 to $1,000, depending on rarity and condition. Even regular coins in flawless mint state condition, especially those certified by grading services, can command high values due to demand from BSP series collectors. Have you ever walked past a coin on the ground without thinking twice? What if I told you that a simple-looking coin, one you might find in your change or lying forgotten in a drawer, could actually be worth a fortune? Today, we dive deep into the fascinating story of a coin that seems ordinary, but hides a shocking truth. We're talking about the 2007 Philippines 1 Piso coin, a small piece of metal with a staggering value of $99,000 US in rare collector circles. But why? What makes this coin so special? And how can you know if you have one of these rare treasures in your possession? Let's begin the journey. The 207 1 Piso coin is part of the BSP Banco Central NG Pilipino Series, introduced in 1995 and continued until the late 2010s, made from nickel-plated steel. It features the portrait of José Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines, on the obverse side. On the reverse side, you'll see the seal of the Banco Central NG Pilipinas along with the inscription Republica NG Pilipinas and the coin's denomination. By all appearances, it's a typical modern coin meant for daily use. Millions were minted, So why is one of them worth nearly $99,000? In 2007, the Philippine Mint was producing coins in massive quantities to meet public demand. But as with any large-scale operation, errors can happen. And it is a specific kind of error, combined with ultra-rare characteristics, that made a particular one Piso coin from 2007 a numismatic legend. Some coins from that year exhibit a minting error known as a double die, or a misalignment visible with a magnifying glass. Others have been discovered with planchette errors, struck on the wrong metal blank, or even with missing details on José Rizal's features or the BSP seal. But the holy grail among them? A version struck with mirror-like proof quality, never intended for circulation, likely a test strike or presentation piece that mysteriously ended up outside official records. Only one or two known examples exist in high-grade proof condition. These rare variations have driven collectors wild at auctions and private sales. In a private numismatic auction in early 2024, a pristine CRTIFIED proof-like 2007 1 Piso coin featuring sharp strikes, a flawless surface, and the famous die variation sold for an unbelievable $99,000. This sale sent ripples through the coin collecting community. Overnight, people across the Philippines and beyond began digging through their old coins, hoping to uncover their own treasure. The winning bidder? An anonymous Southeast Asian collector known for acquiring Southeast Asian rarities for a private museum collection. The coin itself now rests in a climate-controlled vault, protected by top-tier security, but its story has just begun. So how can you tell if your 2007 1 Piso coin is one of the ultra-rare ones? Here are the signs to look for. Do you have a 2 Piso coin from 1980 for hiding somewhere in your drawers or coin jars? What if I told you that this ordinary-looking coin might be worth up to $90,000 today? Yes, you heard that right. A simple coin used daily in the Philippines during the 1980s has now become a rare treasure in the world of numismatics. But what makes this coin so valuable? Is it the metal, the design, or perhaps a mysterious error? Let's dive into the fascinating story behind the 1980 for Philippine 2 Piso coin and explore why collectors around the world are ready to pay a fortune for a single piece. In the early 1980s, the Philippines was undergoing political and economic transformation. The Central Bank of the Philippines was actively modernizing its currency system, replacing old denominations and materials. Among the key coins minted during this era was the 2 Piso coin, introduced as part of the Flora and Fauna series in 1983 and continued through 1984. The 2 Piso coin of 1984 was struck in copper nickel, had a diameter of 31 millimeters, and weighed 15 grams. It bore the portrait of Andres Bonifacio, a revolutionary hero and founder of the Lipunan movement, on the obverse side. His fierce and defiant expression perfectly symbolized the spirit of independence. The reverse side of the coin proudly displayed the Philippine coat of arms along with the denomination and year. But among the millions of coins minted, some stood out, and not because they looked different, but because of rarity, condition, and certain unexpected errors. At face value, the coin seems ordinary, but in the world of coin collecting, value is driven by scarcity, demand, condition, and sometimes mistakes. The 1984 Piso coin checks several of these boxes. First, the number of coins minted that year was limited compared to other years. That makes even regular specimens from 1984 somewhat harder to find. But more importantly, coins that have survived in mint state condition, that is, coins that have never been used, are scratch-free and retain their original luster, are exceptionally rare. Then comes the mystery of mint errors. Some 1984 coins were accidentally struck off-center, had double dies, or contained subtle engraving anomalies that went unnoticed during production. These flaws Instead of lowering the coin's value, skyrocketed their worth in collector circles. One such piece, confirmed with a double die obverse and near-perfect condition, fetched nearly $90,000 at a private auction. Numismatists, or coin collectors, from Europe, the US, and Asia are always on the lookout for rare Philippine coins. Why? Because the Philippines has a rich colonial and post-colonial coinage history that is both diverse and artistic. The Piso 1984 is particularly prized because it sits at the crossroads of history and rarity. It's not ancient, but it's not modern either. It reflects a time when coins still held symbolic meaning and detailed engraving.